Hey guys, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a good time celebrating, probably at home. But hey, 2020 is over, thank God, and it is 2021. Now most people normally would make New Year's resolutions, but let's face it, nobody really knows exactly how this year is going to pan out. So I've decided to do something that I may come to regret fairly quickly. But in order to be accountable for my own content, for my own development as a musician, I'm going to make something every day in January and I'm going to upload it on this channel. Now, as musicians, there's so much uncertainty and so many things that are pretty much out of our control. But the one thing that we can control is how often we pick up the guitar and how often we can actually just make things off our own back. And that is pretty much what I'm doing this month. Whether it's learning a song, teaching you guys a riff, playing a solo, answering your questions that I may receive on Instagram or in the comments below. Whatever it is, I'm just going to make something because I think it's a good way to start the year, and it's starting the year as I mean to go on. Now, I'm definitely not going to be posting daily for the whole of 2021, but I definitely am going to be taking this channel seriously. I'm going to be uploading regularly, and this is a good way to just kind of kickstart that routine for me. So if you want to watch me fail, because I have my doubts if I'm going to be able to do this every day, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and ring the bell so you get notified when I upload. So what I thought I'd do for my first video is answer a question that I received on Instagram. Now the question was, what's the most money you spent on a guitar and was it worth it? So I've not spent an awful lot of money on guitars, and I know that's all relative because what I consider to be a lot of money might not be what somebody else considers a lot of money. But considering how much you can spend on guitars, my guitars are relatively affordable. Now, I've only ever bought one guitar brand new. All the other guitars I've had have been second hand. And I always think that is a great way to go because you can definitely get a bargain, and guitars often get better with age and the more that you play them. Now, the most expensive guitar in my collection is my USA Fender Strat from 2004. This, as I mentioned, is one of those guitars that I've bought second hand. I paid around about £600 for this around about 6 or 7 years ago now, and in the realm of USA made Fenders, that's actually pretty reasonable. So you're probably thinking, what's the catch? And yes, there was most certainly a catch with this guitar, because it wasn't in great shape when I picked it up. The pickups were great until you put them in the out of phase position. It was mainly the neck middle position which was just absolutely ruined. And that made me really sad because that's one of my favourite pickup options on a Strat. So I had to spend around £200 fitting it out with new pickups, which again, I don't mind doing because those are the things that really make a difference in a guitar. That can take a really average sounding guitar to a guitar that sounds absolutely amazing. I also did some maintenance, so it got set up by a luthier. I had the frets dressed to make them a little bit more playable, and now it's just a great workhorse. I've toured with it, I've done sessions with it, and a load of people have always said that it sounds great, and it's about half the price of what you would pay for an American Strat today. I think a lot of people get bogged down in gear and they want to spend loads of money to get the very best version of a brand new guitar. And if you have the means, then that is great. And if that's something that you want to do because you have a bit more assurance that it's going to be from the factory and it's not had previous owners that have tampered with it, then there is a lot to be said for that. But if you know a luthier or you just have reliable people that know what they're looking at when it comes to guitars, you can definitely pick up a bargain second hand. So the final part of the question was it worth it? When I first bought it, I wasn't sure if it was worth it because it wasn't really playable straight away. I did have to send it to a luthier, I did have to change the pickups, so it was probably a few weeks before it felt like a proper guitar. But I knew when I strummed the guitar without it being plugged in that it was really resonant. The neck profile was just perfect for me. The sunburst colour was just the colour that I always wanted when I was dreaming about owning a USA Fender Strat. So I thought, to hell with it, I might as well. It can be a bit of a project. I'm lucky that I know a lot of people who are knowledgeable about these things, and it was a bit of a gamble, but it definitely paid off in the end. So my advice to you is, if you do want to buy brand new, then absolutely no problem with that. You'll never go wrong buying a new guitar. But if you do want to be a little bit more economical with your money, and you're not afraid to potentially make a couple of alterations or changes, then I think you could definitely get some amazing guitars secondhand. Whew, there we are. First video done, in the can. Let's see if we can do the same tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I will be able to. It's definitely going to be a couple of weeks before I start flagging. But thanks for sticking with me in this video. I hope you follow along for the rest of the month. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.